Hello, you guys. Good afternoon. This should be going live on both one of my Facebooks, one of my Facebook pages. This look funny. I know it do because it looks funny to me. But anyway, this should be going live on one of my Facebook pages as what? Okay, this is. I'm gonna get on my own nerves. Okay, on one of my Facebooks and on YouTube. I'm going to give it a few minutes. I'm going to breathe. I need to breathe. I need to breathe because I just had to kind of fuss with my baby. And oh Lord. And I hate when I have to fuss at her, but it does have to happen from time to time. And I sometimes feel guilty for the way that I react towards her. So, anyway, I need to breathe because of that. And I need to breathe because I was walking in the kitchen to get my tea because my throat is dry and I know I'm going to need some since I'm about to start talking. And I stepped on something. So this joke came to my head about how I have PTSD. And I think I've really talked about this before, but I have post-traumatic roach disorder. And that's a disorder that comes from when you grew up with roaches, like so bad that, if you were ever barefoot and you stepped on them, there is no worse feeling. There's no worse feeling than stepping on a roach. So I was in the kitchen, and it's not a lot of roaches here, thank God. It's really not a lot of, but they still here, right? Every now and again, I'm gonna see an occasional house roach, and I stepped on something in the kitchen, and I was like, oh, and it's like I couldn't see what it was. The feeling I wasn't sure of the feeling, but I heard it crack or whatever. And I was like, oh, I hope that wasn't a roach. I hope that there's no indication that it will be a roach, but that's my post-traumatic roach disorder. So yeah, that was a little joke that came to my mind. And I looked down and it was a piece of cereal. No need to be afraid. It was a piece of cereal. But anyway, that might be corny to some people. I'm okay with that. I thought it was funny when it was over. See, and for some reason, I feel like all my sinuses are draining and stuff too. So that's why I have some tea. I'm going to wait for people to come through. I'm also sitting with the messages that I already received. Over on my other Facebook page, all of my Facebook pages now have pretty much the same name. So you can only tell the difference by the profile pictures. But anyway, on one of my other profiles, I shared that when I woke up this rising, like the way that I was woken up this rising, I'll put it like this. Daria woke me up. And she woke me up by just like sitting on my face. That's not new. But she had two tarot cards in her hand, and one was the King of Swords in reverse, and the other one was what was it? It's the King of Swords in reverse. Oh, and the Hanged Man in reverse. And so I was like, okay. I immediately knew that it was a message, period. Like there was no doubt in my mind that, okay, figure out what this means. And the things that came to my mind were release of some sort, some type of being released from some type of control or some type of order, imprisonment, and also healing. Okay, not being released from healing, but being healed because of the release. So it was also, I felt like it had something to do with something not being maybe talked about, because the King of Swords can deal with public speaking. So if it's in reverse, maybe someone's having a hard time speaking their truth. It's possible that could be something that is released as well. Someone could speak up about something. Anyway, I digress. Those were some of the first messages that I got this morning as I woke up. I shared it on an earlier live today, but I just wanted to share it again. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hop into this reading. For those who are not familiar with me over on my Facebook page, reading tarot and oracle cards, I do this now. This is just another thing. I do still believe in God. Like, I feel that I always have to say that, and I technically don't. If you listen to my readings, I'm going to get on my own nerves. But anyway, if you listen to my readings, you will know that I believe in God. Like, God permeates everything that I do. So with that being said, the way that I read, I'm going to always listen. I'm an intuitive reader, which means I'm going to listen to the messages that God gives me. I've been having this gift of hearing from spirit since I was little, since I was young. Okay. So, and most people, if you're honest with yourselves and if you know yourselves a little bit, you'll notice the spiritual gifts that you've always had too. So I just happen to be using mine by using the tools of cards. However, I first started using my gifts just talking, just saying the spirit told me this and the spirit told me that. And it's crazy how that's accepted to me because, like, there's more than one spirit out here, but I feel that the way that people know the truth or know that I'm being led by true information or truth is by the way that I make them feel. And also, if I really speak to a situation that they are experiencing or they have experienced, that's how people know that the spirit of God is at work in really any of us. Moving on. Let's hop into it. So I pulled these cards yesterday and I was asking spirit, this is specifically for the signs of Leo as well. I tend to read for the sign of Leo. My sun sign is a Leo. My moon sign is a Leo. And so Leo, I have a lot of strong Leo placements in my chart. But it also rules the fifth house, or it may not rule it, but it's the sign that governs the fifth house, which talks about things like love, romance, children, okay, creativity. And these are all things that really color my life. So with that being said, I do feel that it can touch anybody. You don't have to have the sign of Leo as your sun sign or moon sign. It could be really anywhere in your chart, or it doesn't have to be anywhere at all. And these messages may very well still make sense to you. When I say resonate, that's another word for make sense. Let's hop into it. So I'm starting off with the 3 cards that I pulled from the bottom of the deck after I pull all the messages that I feel spirit had. The first card that came out is the High Priestess card. I'm going to read this. Excuse me. I'm going to read these understandings. And then I'll share with you guys what spirit gives me. Here we go. It says, meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desire. This is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom that you receive. So one of the messages that I received, I want to say, while I was in meditation, it may have been this morning or it may have been yesterday sometime. I think it was this rising, is that we need to, like, this is for myself and all who may hear this as well. We need to remember that we are the plug. We're the plug. Okay. So we are able to connect to power, able to connect to the source and bring down messages and move according to the messages that we receive. We don't need anything outside of ourselves. Technically, we don't need anyone outside of ourselves if we tap in. But now, if you don't, if you are ignorant to the way, to the power that you possess, then you may need the help of other people. But in the season that we're getting ready to go into, I believe that it's been so much It's been so much indoctrination and messing with people's minds that they're going to have a really hard time believing people, period, now. So now Spirit is suggesting that you don't look outside of yourself, that you actually trust the dialogue of God within you. Let me calm down. Let me calm all the way down because I'm feeling it already. I'm feeling it already. I'm feeling it already. It's like Spirit is suggesting, guys, that you listen to the Spirit of God that speaks to you. They're suggesting that you need to meditate. Listen to the inner voice within yourself, your higher self, your conscience. Do that. But they also are saying this is not the time to really make any actions, if that makes sense. But it's time to listen. It's time to receive these messages so that when it's time to act, you know what you need to do. You know how you need to move. And they said, develop your intuitive gifts. Before I even saw this card, I was already low-key kind of talking about that. Like, you just need to understand that you're the source. You're the plug. You're already connected to the source. And I said this sometime last week or at the beginning or the middle of this week, you need to figure out how it is that the Most High deals with you. How is it that you're able to make the messages that God gives you in your life real? How do you show proof of power? What is your evidence that the Most High deals with you? What is your creative power? What have you created? That's all proof of power. Okay. And so when you can, and let me also say this, when I was writing that, I need people to understand that every day, all day, you are manifesting in some type of way. That definitely rhymes. Every day, all day, you're manifesting in some type of way. A lot of times, your thoughts, it's the conversations that you're having with yourself or with your spirit or with your lower self or your higher self. That's what you don't understand. When you think you talking in your head and to yourself and quietly, that's conversation with an entity. Whatever entity is at work in you, whatever entity you give more of your power and your allegiance to, that's what works in you. And that's what's creating. It's creating your whole circumstance. From your relationship that you have with yourself, how you think about yourself, to how you have relationships and how you think about others, to the things you decide to do and the things that you choose not to do. Moving on, let me not dwell. All of us have the ability to be the high priest or the high priestess. Just something to say. I don't want to say you never needed another person because that's not really the truth. Because we are all connected, but experiencing different things at different times. Sometimes you do need another person to show you the way. Sometimes you're not as secure within your own strengths. You have no knowledge of your own strengths sometimes until you sit still. And I feel like this whole world, like the way that things are set up with us having to do certain things, otherwise we feel that we won't survive, it's made to keep you from connecting with yourself. Not with a preacher, not with going to church, but literally you going to church within you. You are already the church. If you don't know that by now, and you've read your word front and backwards, however many numbers of times, then I feel that you may still be missing some things, and it's okay to be missing some shit. If you have not recognized that you are the church yet, and that the Most High God desires to dwell within you, the Most High God desires to have communion with you. If you don't know that by now, I guess you'll never know. I literally heard that song. If you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. Ooh. All right, moving on. Let me get off of that. I'm just saying, tap into your own spirituality, you guys. Stop waiting on other people. All right. We got the Two of Water. That's like the Two of Cups. Let me just read what it says before I go on and give a whole message. It says, falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship. That's the energy of something or someone coming up again, or something coming up or around again. Forgiveness and the ending of challenges. Exchanging gifts. And don't give up on people you love. Let me move on because I've already spent a lot of time. Last but not least, and these are just the overall energies. When I read the overall energies, these are the messages and the energy, for lack of a better term or another term right now, that is going to influence the whole reading. Okay. The Four of Swords is here, which is the equivalent of, well, the Four of Air is here, which is the equivalent to the Four of Swords. It says insights that come from meditation. Remember, the High Priestess is telling us that we need to meditate and go within. So here's another card, a second card talking about meditation. That means to me that making time to hear from source, making time to speak with spirit within you is very important in right now and in the times to come. Truth be told, it was always important. It's always been important. All right. The need to rest or take a vacation. Allow yourself more time before making a decision. So already that's going to make me feel that there may be the need to make a decision. And that might also be the reason why in the High Priestess energy, it was saying not to make one right away. It was saying not to take action. So in that, I would say that that means don't make a choice right now, or whenever this energy shows up for you in your life, don't be in a rush to make a decision. Take your time. Tap in with spirit. Consult with your spirit team. I know some of you guys just, like to say God, and that's just one entity. But I want you to know it's an entourage. It takes an entourage. It takes a village to help us. But they are all in cohesiveness. They all have the same mission, the same goal. And that is what makes them one. Moving on. I digress. Allow yourself more time before making a decision, mental exhaustion, and get more sleep. You'll have to make sense of these messages. But what I got, the High Priestess in traditional tarot talks about the idea of whatever way spirit communicates with you. It talks about spiritual gifts. I myself am a dreamer. I also can hear an audible voice giving me instruction, telling me what to do, telling me what not to do. Okay. That's called clairaudience. Some people have clear smelling. Some others have clear tasting. Like, let me tell you what that means. You may not be in an area where the scent that you smell is even present, but you smell the scent and you can smell it clear as day. Or there's nothing on where you are. There's nothing cooking where you are, and yet you smell a certain fragrance that may make you receive certain messages or think about certain people. That's called, I want to say clairgustance, but don't quote me. What I will say is I highly recommend you guys looking up the clairs. I would offer, because I have had a course for a few years now, but I noticed that it could be me, but a lot of people were not interested in taking the course. So I'm not going to offer that. But I will say that if you are interested in learning more about that information, I have put together a packet about some of this, and I don't mind sharing it with you. Just hit me up, put it on if you're on YouTube, comment that you want the packet, and you'll probably need to give me your email address so that I can send that to you or share it with you. And if you are on Facebook, just comment below this video. Moving on. Look up the clairs. That's my whole point right there. Whatever way spirit communicates with those who this message is going to resonate with, you have been reached by source in regards to this particular soulmate connection or relationship. You've already received word about this. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's been like it was something that was prophesied to you. Okay. It's coming up. It's coming up. In fact, it's like with this little baby angel here, with this little baby angel right here, it's making me feel as though spirit is ensuring. Spirit is hovering over this to ensure that it takes place. So what I'm feeling is it's possible that there is going to be a reunion or a soulmate connection that will be coming together, a divine partnership. It could be business, but it could also be, a relationship. And I feel that before making the decision to come together, there may need to be a period of separating yourselves and seeking the Most High before you make the action. What I feel also, I'm hearing that someone's going to come and make this offer because they've already received insight, whatever type of intel that Spirit gave them about you guys, about the connection. And so they're going to be willing to wait for you, willing to wait on you, willing to wait until you receive whatever insight you need to have to make you sure of how you're going to decide and how you're going to move forward in the connection. Moving on. The bottom of the deck for my clarifying cards, I have the Knight of Cups. This is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. I forgot to do the signs for the High Priestess. That's Cancer. What was the other card? The Two of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and the Four of Air is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But that deals with communication. The Swords deals with thoughts and communication. The Water deals with spirit and emotions and relationships. And like the High Priestess deals with the supernatural, the unseen, but receiving insight about those things that cannot yet clearly be seen, and that may not clearly be evident. Knight of Cups, Tower, somebody feeling stuck. I feel that someone is going to rush back into a person's life, and they are coming discussing feelings, talking about how they feel. Like this person, if you ask me, their heart is going to be on their sleeve. Their heart is going to be on their sleeve. This person could be a water sign, or they could be in water sign energy. This could be someone who might have run in and out of someone's life. Okay. Which is the reason why maybe the Spirit is saying not to be too hasty in making a decision for one way or the other. Some of you guys, when this person comes in, you may be like, no. That may be your initial response, but maybe upon Spirit speaking to you or taking your time and waiting something out or watching someone's behavior and pattern of action, you may discover that, oh, maybe something is real. Maybe something is legitimate. And then if you wrote them off, you move too fast. For others of you, you're going to need to wait things out so that a person's behavior can be shown to you so that you can make the decision not to deal with someone. It just depends. And I'll look into that. I ain't going to look into it. I'm not. I feel like it's going to come out more in the reading itself. But when this person comes in, talking about how they feel, I even feel like this person is going to tell you about a spiritual experience they had. It's going to shock whoever this is. It's going to shock whomever this person is coming into. It's going to shock you. I also have to say that with this being, I'm seeing the Tower card. The Tower card is something that's faded. The Tower card is something that you could have done everything you could to avoid this. You could have done everything you could to sidestep, to not go through something like this again, and yet and still here it comes up again, which means you couldn't pass this. You couldn't change this. Even though you tried, or even if you tried. Tower is Scorpio energy. Scorpio is all about endings and beginnings. It's about transformation and change. It's about rebuilding what is faulty. It's about tearing down certain societal norms or certain actual structures. Okay. For some reason, I'm feeling like, while this could be on a very personal level, for some reason, I'm feeling like this is going to affect a lot of people. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like this is going to affect a lot of people, but especially these two. Okay. This is really about to alter some things. And this is some shit that nobody in particular is causing anything. It's just everything is working together. All the elements are working together to cause like the perfect storm or the perfect setup. I'm going to leave it alone and move on. Last but not least, we got the 8 of Swords here. So it makes me feel like someone's going to come in, shake somebody's shit up, okay, throw them for a loop, and then they're going to feel stuck. Like somebody may even feel bound. I'm about to look to see what someone's going to feel bound to. Thank you, Spirit. I got the 7 of Pentacles, clarifying the 8 of Swords, the Moon card, the 6 of Swords. So it's making me feel like I feel like it's possible that someone's not going to see the point in investing in somewhere, or they're not going to feel as though they're clear on their investment. So the idea of moving and changing of residence, or literally just going on a spiritual journey, could very well be ideal. It's also possible that somebody else is stuck. This 8 of Swords energy may not be the energy of those of you who are watching this video, but it could be the person who is the other person that I'm talking about that's a part of the 2 of Cups energy. It could be them. Or it could be somebody who you literally are oblivious to. You may not feel this person's energy. I doubt that though, with the High Priestess showing up. But I just think that this is not something that's super clear to you. Even if you can feel about it, even if you've had dreams about it, even if you have some feelings about it, I think you're just not sure. Moving on. Somebody, I feel, is going to literally change their own residence, or bare minimum, somebody is going to be probably traveling, taking some type of initiative to move towards maybe reconciliation, or to move towards a group of people or an opportunity where they feel the love, where they feel happy and joyful, and they feel like there's a community that supports them here. Look at this. This is the Knight of Cups. So remember, I told you I wasn't going to clarify some of the other parts because I felt like it was going to be made clear. But here I am clarifying, and we get the Knight of Cups. So I feel what's happening is the Knight of Cups is somebody definitely coming in saying they want to maybe reconcile here. That's what I'm feeling. Somebody's like, hey, I want to reconcile. Here's my cup that I'm bringing. Here's my heart that I am bringing. For some people, this is going to be a joyous occasion. This is going to be something that, if you ask me, people have been waiting on this. I'll just put it like that. And we have the Queen of Swords in the upright, by the way. This is an energy that is wise, good judgment. It's not that this woman doesn't have emotions. She does. Her emotions actually are in alignment, and the intuition and the way that she allows spirit to speak to her gives her wisdom on how to move, on what to do and how. So it brings clarity. This is also going to be a person who is going to probably be a writer or a public speaker, or somehow in mass communications. You could be in mass communications here with the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. I just feel like after this union comes together, you guys are going to have a platform of some sort. You might be going on tour. You might be talking about, your relationship and what happened in your connection. And the way that you share what happened in your connection could literally help to heal the collective. So I'm going to move on. I'm putting all these cards back into my clarifying deck. And I'm going to hop into this reading. Y'all, look, that was all just the overall energy. I ain't even got to the nitty-gritty yet. First card that came out was the Queen of Wands. This is a woman who is charismatic, creative, loving, controlling, knows what she wants. Here we go. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It says brilliant, talented, independent, controlling. There is nothing that you can't do. Believe in yourself and never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need for balance between career and personal life. So, what I feel for some of you guys, for some of us, because remember, I told y'all I'm a Leo. It's possible that whatever you're getting ready, whatever season you're getting ready to walk into, it is one that you are prepared for, even if you don't think you are. It is a season of creativity. It's a season of being favored, if you ask me. It's a season of inspiration. You've already been inspired, and now you're about to be inspiring other people. Just saying. The Lover's card is out here first. When I see the Lover's card, it makes me think about union. It makes me think about a healthy union. It makes me think about a union that fosters healing. And this is the sign of Gemini here. Gemini. So this could be connected to twin flames. What I like to call the 144,000 divine couples and or kingdom marriage. We got the Temperance card here as well. That's all about patience. It's about respect of differences between in the couple, I feel, because this is about a relationship, in my opinion. Of course, this could be business related. So even still, it's going to be everybody that's involved having respect for what each party brings to the connection. And that's how there's balance, right? That's how you guys are able to accomplish as much as you're going to be able to accomplish. This is how come there will be success within the union. I'm hearing it couple. And when I say it's couple, I just feel like when these pairings come together, you guys are going to have such a glow about you, such energy about you. It's like all eyes are going to be on you. You're going to have a lot of favor, okay? And you're going to have a lot of influence. I feel like people are going to just look up to you guys for your relationship. And the good thing about that is that that's going to give you the platform to teach them about what love really is and how you guys, learned what love really was. Moving on, we got the Queen of Pentacles. That's wife energy to me. That is also a boss, a good manager or a good steward of maybe finances or bare minimum of the home. That is the sign of Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, most notably Taurus. The Temperance is the sign of Sagittarius. And we got the Death card. Transformation. Maybe an ending or a new beginning here. Whatever it is, I feel that something and somebody changed. That's the biggest takeaway from that. The next card that came out, the King of Water, which is the equivalent to the King of Cups. Let's get into it. It says trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious, someone that you can completely trust, a situation that is safe, a solid romantic relationship, hidden but well-intentioned emotions, and a charitable benefactor. Seeing a counselor. Y'all, this is that person to me that I'm telling for some of you guys are going to be coming in. And I said that they were going to have their heart on their sleeve. This person may come in the Knight of Cups energy. And that's giving me that they're going to come in maybe kind of lighthearted. They may not come off really, really, really strong, but their intent is to be in the King of Water energy, which is this person intends to be here, and I feel like they intend to be here for the long haul. Scorpio energy, Cancer energy, and and Pisces energy. This is going to be a very spiritual, more than likely a man, but it can, this can indicate women too. It's not necessarily gender, but it is the energy. This is somebody who I feel like, y'all, what I'm feeling heavy. Whoever this person loves you real hard, loves you real good, loves you real bad, whatever you want to say. There is a lot of love here. Moving on, let's clarify. I had gotten the devil in reverse. For me, that is the ending of a karmic cycle. That is the ending of a karmic relationship. I feel like whatever was considered the negative or the fear-based side of this connection, that's going to be gone. That's going to be over and done. That is completed. Some of you guys who are part of these unions, you may have already been in other connections. Connections were working the kinks out of you. They were grooming you. They were preparing you for this one. And it's not to say that there's not going to be some hard shit, but you guys will have learned the necessary lessons from the other relationships that were also karmic. When I say karmic, I just mean cyclical. That's what I mean when I say karmic. And they may have an element of some hardship and pain. They have an element of challenge, blockages, but those things are not to harm us. They are to discipline us. They are to test us and make us strong. Moving on. Oh. And this is the sign of Capricorn, most notably, okay? But it can be any sign. Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like there's not going to be any deceptive communication here. And I also feel as though somebody may not totally have worked out their plan. Or there would have already been, like, this deceptive communication would have already happened. Listen, I feel like somebody gonna come through and they're gonna clarify some lies. King of Pentacles in the reverse. No more being stuck and focused on just money or just the material things, just the things that could be, touched, seen, tasted. No, this time I feel like whoever this is, they would have either lost a lot in resources, or they're just not going to be very materialistic. And I don't mean necessarily money. I just mean they're no longer going to be focused on only the terrestrial. It's the spiritual things. Okay, it's going to be the spiritual things that matter. Oh my God, hence the King of Water. Yay. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful transformation. That's a beautiful, oh my God, y'all, look, moving on. We got the Three of Wands here in the reverse, which means the end of waiting. It's the end of suspense. It's no longer having to hold on, wait a minute. It's your ships are coming in. And I feel that for people who this reading is going to resonate with, the ship is in the person. But keep in mind, it could go towards business and other partnerships. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, I feel very strongly this is about a relationship. All right, I got the Seven of Wands here, which is all about fighting. So I feel like this person is ready to fight for this connection. I feel that they have a solid footing. They have a solid understanding now. They have a very spiritual understanding. This hair gonna bother me, but I'm the one put it on. I know. Yeah, but what I was going to say is I feel like this person has a very strong understanding of who you are to them now and who they are to you and what you guys may be here to do. And so they are going to be ready to stand their ground for this connection. Because, see, some of you guys may be in karmic connections, in the other connections that was meant to help prepare you for this one. Right? And so remember how I told y'all that somebody was going to be saying they wasn't going to rush you. They were going to be willing to wait on you. I told you that because I felt that. But now that's what I feel. I feel strongly that somebody is going to be willing to fight for the connection. And the way that they're going to fight is not going to be some knuckling up, but it's going to be, I'm going to wait on you. Because I know who you are. Like, I'm sure. Baby. Look, as I say, I'm sure. We got the Ace of Swords. This is clarity. This is the truth. whether it's just the truth that was deposited in this person's mind, and now that's what gives them the clarity and the surety, or if this is going to be something that is spoken clearly. I think it's going to be both. I think that obviously they received the insight from the Lord, because see, the aces, that's coming directly from the divine. That is a gift of God. Okay. So I feel that whoever this is for, the Lord has spoken to your person in regards to both of you guys' connection. That's what I know. That's what I feel. Okay. God has spoken to this person about your connection, about your union. And because of that, that's what's going to give them the perseverance. That's what's going to give them the patience to let you end and wrap up whatever other cycles and or relationships that those cycles may include. That's what's going to let them wrap it up. I mean, that's what's going to make them okay with you wrapping those things up. We got the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is that energy of speaking truth. It may be a little rash. It may be a little rough around the edges, but it's still going to be the truth. And it could be kind of lighthearted. This is also going to come through maybe a social media post or a text message or a telephone call, a letter even. But just know that there's about to be communication. And what's going to be communicated? All this stuff that I just said. That's what's going to be communicated. Moving on. Uh-oh, I got another card. The Three of Cups in reverse. So the Three of Cups in the upright also came out already. I can't remember. I think it's from here. No, that's the Two of Cups. Where the Three of Cups? It ain't it. Hold on, y'all. The Three of Cups already came out in this reading in the upright. So I'm just saying that to say that the message that's going to come to some of you guys is somebody wants to reconcile with you, or someone wants to be with you. They feel that you are a happy place, or if this is about business, they want to collaborate with you. They want to work with you. They want to build with you. Okay. They feel like you guys could be a great team, all of that. That's what they're going to tell you. Hold on. Now, because then I wasn't so sure at the time when I originally pulled these cards about what this Three of Cups could have been in the reverse for, I went ahead and pulled cards on it. Here's what I got. Strength card. That's Leo, Virgo energy. But strength is all about confidence. It's about getting the courage to take a stand, having the courage to do what you believe that you're supposed to do. But heavy on the Leo energy right there. Next card. Hierophant. This is, to me, the counterpart to the High Priestess. This is like a priest. Which in my mind, I see this as a preacher. I see this as a man of God, okay? A prophet. So with that being said, this is the counterpart to the High Priestess. Also, this makes me think about marriage and commitment. This could also deal with, other societal norms like school, the government. But I'm reading for love here because this is a love thing, okay? So this is someone's commitment. This is somebody's marriage, somebody's spiritual contract, someone's covenant. Taurus energy. Page of Cups. Someone's going to be talking about this, writing to you about this, or expressing their heart in regards to this covenant. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gets engaged. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, or if they get married. Like, this is giving me people who have actually, and please hear me out. This is giving me people who have been married before, divorced or separated for it could be a long time or whatever. And then they're coming back together to renew their commitments. That's what it's giving, partially. For other people, this could be a brand new connection after going through a whole lot of other karmic connections so that you could be ready for this one. And in this one, there's going to be the commitment, marriage, work put in. Eight of Pentacles is skilled workmanship. Also, this was giving me the vibes of you guys could be so good at what you all do respectively or together that you could be highly sought after to work with. But most importantly, I felt that this was somebody who was coming back and they are ready to put in the work for this connection. Maybe in times past, they just were not and they did not. And maybe that was why it didn't work before. Moving on. Last but not least, let's get y'all on out of here. Y'all been so patient and I appreciate that. Okay, I appreciate that. I have the Two of Fire. And the Two of Fire, it says this. Taking the next steps. Bold and ambitious choices. Partnering with others who share your dreams. Expanding your plans and continue to move forward. This is my card of, okay, like after the Two of Cups with the Two of Wands or the Two of Fire, it's like, okay, now that we know how we really feel and now that we know we want to partner up and that we feel like this will be a good fit, how are we going to take action now? What are we about to do now? For businesses, this is, brainstorming the next path for you, coming up with things for the next quarter. For a relationship, this is you guys working out the kinks, figuring out what you want to do, how, why, for how long. That's what this is about. Clarifying, I had the Knight of Rods. I feel like the next steps for some people are going to be, we're going to start traveling to see each other, or we want to start traveling. For others of you, I feel that this could be about, I want to move into a home with you. I want to buy something. I want to have something together. All right, sorry, y'all. I saw a notification. I have the Knight of Swords. When I saw the Knight of Rods and the Knight of Swords together, I feel like not only is someone very passionate about something, but they are very focused and determined as well. So whatever it is, you guys are both passionate and focused. And I do feel like this person is going to have a plan. They have direction. They probably have been given a vision and a plan for you guys from the Most High. So let me tell you this. I believe that I feel that I'm being led to tell some of you guys who this resonates with. When your person comes in, I want you to know that you're going to know your person because they're going to come in. Yes, they're going to express their heart for you, but they're also going to talk. They're going to tell you their vision. They're going to tell you the plan. And as a result, you know how you can move. You know how you can be of assistance to that. And y'all going to be on fire. Y'all going to be on a mission, okay? A man and a woman on a mission. That's going to give you success. That is going to give you victory. That is going to make you very, very influential in your community. And it's going to garner you guys a lot of achievement and recognition. Maybe just from spirit, but this ain't a just from spirit card. This is from spirit first and then from people. Okay? That's Aries, Leo, Sag energy. You got a lot of fire energy with this one. Aries, Leo, Sag twice or three times. And then you got Swords, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Do I need to do anything else here? Spirit, what is this victory here? What does this victory look like? I've got change, transformation here. I'm seeing the Devil card. And I'm seeing the Seven of Cups in reverse. So that makes me feel like transformation from fear, transformation from karmic cycles, transformation from low vibrational behavior, from ignorance, from illusion, because that's what the Seven of Cups talks about to me, from deception. All of that is changing. And you guys are going to be a part of that change. So let me pull a couple cards from the Romance Angels deck and I'm going to let y'all go. I'm not even going to hold y'all no more. But I say it after this, though. All right? Hope and pray that something resonates, makes sense with you guys. If it does, please let me know in the comments exactly how. Thank you, Most High God, for everything, for every message that came forth, for the confirmation. All right, let's see. There we go. Pay attention to red flags. Sorry, it says pay attention to red flags here. It says the signs are cautioning you. Okay, I do want to say that take that for what it says, but it may not even be anything negative, okay? This could be just pay attention. Pay attention because the Most High has been giving you guys messages. I'm hearing the messages. I'm hearing two different messages. You've been getting messages on the tower moment that's going to be coming. So tower moments to me are things that we don't want to necessarily see. We don't really want to deal with them. We know that they're there, but we don't want to deal with them. So the tower comes to help us right along because these things must happen. Okay. Because they help to put us in alignment. So for some of you guys, it's in regards to the tower moments that you are not trying to really see. You ain't trying to deal with those, but Spirit is asking and urging that you pay attention to them. Okay. The other part I feel like this is about is more so about synchronicities and the way that Spirit is steady showing you certain things, giving you clues that are making you literally, that's got your spidey senses or that has your intuition kind of like something is about to happen. Okay. I got the card of deception hitting the table first. So it says someone is wearing a false self mask. When I get the deception card in this deck, it still makes me think about the karmic card. It makes me think about the devil card. So I feel like it's possible that somebody, maybe this is about the karmic connection. That deception could be in regards to the karmic connection that some of you guys may currently be in by the time this tower moment and this person comes into your life who causes the tower moment. Okay. The truth of the matter also is that this could be us, you and me. So I would say to make sure that you are examining yourself. Make sure that we are examining ourselves, okay? Heart-to-heart conversations is the most likely outcome for the highest good. And it says this, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Let me tell you, that's going to be two conversations. I feel like for those of you who are involved in connections with people, that they were your divine karmic partner, they were someone that you needed to experience prior to getting with this person or getting back with this person, you're going to have an honest, loving conversation. And you need to speak your truth because it's really going to liberate everyone. That Eight of Swords that I saw earlier for the bottom of the deck from the first set of clarifying cards could be that someone feels stuck in a connection. And the reason that somebody could feel stuck is because somebody lying. And I don't feel like this is a lie that is like intentional lying. I think that in karmic connections, both parties try to make shit work. Because there's wounding. There is wounding. They're looking to be healed in this next connection. And also they've learned lessons in life that now they're wanting and willing to put into action. Okay. So with that being said, the people coming in, I don't believe that they think that they're lying. You understand what I'm saying to you? I believe that they feel that they're giving it their all. They're doing what they are meant to do at this time. However, once this tower moment hits, nobody is going to be able to continue pretending. No one's going to be blind because deception could just be ignorance as well. Okay, so I'm going to move on. So being honest about that, having these conversations in love and compassion and offering forgiveness with one another. I'm saying that's toward the karmic connection. Once you can wrap things up with the karmic connection, you guys are also going to have a similar conversation, but with the person that you are now moving towards, who is in alignment with, with who you are. And maybe this person is who you were always meant to align with at this time. Okay. And so you're going to have truthful, forgiving, compassionate conversations with that person. So that's why I said two conversations. With that being said, looking at the bottom of the deck, it says true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Give your relationship a chance. And it also says separation here. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. the separation card came up already. So I just feel like that's a message that keeps coming up. And I also feel, guys, the separation I don't feel is going to happen after a reuniting or a coming together of the divine 144,000 unions. I don't think that's where the separation is happening. I just feel that separation would have been a part of this connection. And I also feel like the separation is going to be more so with the karmic connections, okay? All right, that's the end of this reading. Thank you so much. Peace, love, light, and darkness, which all work together, like Romans 8:28, which all work together to bring balance and harmony, first within ourselves and then within our world. Bye, you guys. If this resonated with you, if it makes sense, write below. And also be sure to share this video. If you're new to the channel and you have never subscribed before, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you're waiting for. I feel like this reminds me of the way that I used to read back in the day. My readers used to be at least an hour long, okay? And it's a lot of details. So hopefully, those who this message is meant for will receive it, will hear it, and they will hear everything that they need to hear to make it clear to them that this is for them. All right. Bye, you guys.